Hello my friends and welcome back to the channel, it's Sue. If you saw my last vlog, then you'll know that I turned 28 this year, which is crazy. The last year of my life has been full of just so many random things that I could never have predicted, but also lots of joys that I'm happy to have found. And something that I've realized is that I really struggle to celebrate myself. I spend a lot of time celebrating others. Like, I love giving people gifts, making sure that their accomplishments are heard, that they feel like they're celebrating their own birthday. But when it comes to my own birthday, I feel so much sorrow, and I'm trying to combat that. Every year I cry on my birthday, whether it's out of pure sadness or just confusion or grief of time lost. But I think this year on my birthday, I kind of sat down and was like, what are things that I did this year that I am proud of, that I want to speak about? And so I'm creating this video. Whether or not this ever gets any views, I don't really care. It's for me to reflect on and just say that, like, oh, these are things that I did. Like, these are actually things that I did. So this is everything I did at age 27. Number one is to get a new job. This was not something on my list. It kind of just happened. Over the summer, I started a new job at a company here in New York City. I am going to the office for the first time. I have never really been to an office consistently. I had some internships in office, but because I graduated in COVID during 2020, I never got to consistently go to an office, and my previous jobs were fully remote, and this job was not. And I'm going to the office like twice-ish a week now, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I do understand why a lot of companies want to bring their employees back into the office, but I think a hybrid works really well for me. I like to see some of the people that are working at my company. I like to be in the presence of other people working. It reminds me of like when I was in college and you would go to the library, and when you see other people working hard, you're like, ooh, I should be working hard. I should be locking in. And that's something that I've been liking about going to the office. It is tiring. Like, I do kind of hate, especially in the winter, like getting dressed up, going all the way to the office, having like a not so great lunch. And then when you leave in the winter, it's already dark outside. You gotta take the subway. It's a lot. And that's why I wouldn't do it every day for myself. But I do really like the hybrid model. I'm proud of myself for, first of all, landing a job in this economy, but also just putting myself out there. And now that I'm like mid-career, not so much early career, it feels different. Like, I am able to hold authority over my work. I feel like my accomplishments at my work are something to be proud of. Like, there are things that I feel I'm good at, and I can say that out loud. The second thing I did this year was to attend a lot of brand events, and not a lot, I guess. I went to a couple and I really liked them. The thing about this year was that I went to events alone. I usually do go to events alone like 50-50. Sometimes I'll bring a friend, but this past year, aside from one event that I went to with my boyfriend, which he told me he wasn't going and the last minute he just showed up, but most of the events I went to alone, fully knowing that I will not know anybody, that I am going to have to be social. I have always been an introvert, but I've recognized the value in networking with people, especially in this content creator community space. So it's been so good, and it's been amazing. There was one event that I attended. I really got to know somebody. She got me a contract to work continuously with a brand. And then I went to one of their events, and there I met somebody, and she got me to go to another event. So some of the events are just from meeting somebody at an event. And it was crazy that like that chain existed. And it makes me think that for so many things that I want to accomplish in my life, it just really requires me to put myself out there and force myself to get to talking to people. It's so hard, especially as an introvert, but it's the guts. Like, most days I know I can do it. So if I just tell myself, you know what? I'm just going to go to the event. Even if I don't talk to anyone, I'm just going to go to the event, see how it is. And then I see other people mingling and I'm like, you know what? I can do that. I can do that. It's so much of the world is just mimicking what other people are doing to realize that you can get to their level and above. And that's how I felt at attending brand events, and it's been really fun. Number 3 is that I got to model this year. So my first time modeling was a few years back for Bubble, and I loved doing that so much that I've been applying to open castings. I myself am not a model. Like I said, I have a job, and I really enjoyed modeling even if I didn't want to do it all the time. So I got to do modeling 2 more times this past year. Actually, 3 more times this past year. I got to model for Gudal, which is a Korean skincare brand. loved this because, I am Korean. And then I got to model for Ray, which is a Japanese cosmetics brand. I got to model for them twice, and it was really fun. The pay is very little, but I got to get some experience, and now I have some things in the books for my modeling. Number 4 is that I played soccer. So if you watch some of my other vlogs, you'll see that I get really emotional about this because I played soccer in middle school, and then I basically quit because I realized the amount of work that it would take for me to be really good is insurmountable. Like, I realized that I was not really going anywhere in my soccer career. And I had this thought at age 14. And so I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not doing soccer anymore. I think part of it was, it hurt to know that there were some other people who were already at a level to be really good, and I was just never gonna be there. And B, I think I was going through so much at the time that I wasn't willing to put in the time to be good at soccer. So I gave up on soccer even though I loved it. Flash forward 10 or so years, and my boyfriend starts playing soccer. He also played soccer back in the day, and he starts playing soccer in a rec league here in New York City, and it looks like a blast. Like, I am so envious. I'm like, oh, he just goes out there, he just plays soccer. And I'm like, wait, I can do that too. I have agency, I'm an adult. So I decided to do it. I started playing in a league. I took some classes so that I could pick it up again. And lo and behold, I'm not bad. I'm definitely not good, but I definitely feel like I'm much better than I thought I would be. Of course, being, double the age I was back then, it's different. Like, I'm using very different parts of my brain and my body, but I feel like it was something that I've always wanted to do again. And I got to experience that in my 27th year of living, and it was just so much fun. And I'm going to continue doing it for a while. And then I got to travel a lot. I got to go to a lot of museums. I went to a volunteer camp experience. It was a lot of fun this past year. I got to do things that I already knew I loved, and then I got to do things that I didn't know I loved, and it was a lot of fun. I was a bridesmaid for the first time this past year. I went to the Met Museum. I went to Scotland. I went to Coachella. I went to lots of concerts, and I'm starting my own business. There is so much to do. It's kind of crazy that as an adult, you have the agency to pick and choose what you want to do. I'm not at a stage where I have kids or I have a mortgage. I'm kind of free to figure those things out for myself. And I don't know why I felt so trapped before. There's nothing to be scared of. It's just that little anxiousness inside of you, that nervousness of trying something new. It's hard. There's a reason why you have that fear, because you just don't know what's going to happen. And so I'm really glad I got to take the step and took the leap of trying so many things. I'm so lucky that I have the time, I have a body, I have a voice, and I'm so excited for what more I can do now at age 28. I don't feel 28. I'm telling everyone that I am 25, even though I think I look 28. I hope that you guys continue to follow me along as I'm going through this next chapter of my life in my late 20s, and I can't wait to see what I accomplish this year. I know that I'm kind of in a good mood now, and so that's why I feel excited, but maybe later on in the year I'm gonna be like, ugh, I hate myself, I didn't do enough. No, it's okay. You have the time. Do the things you want to do. Lots of me rambling, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.